We have right here featuring For the Youth, George Peretti.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me on.
Evanston, oh man, fuck.
As always, Evanston on top.
Dude, we're pretty much just gonna have a boys pod.
Yes, sir. At this point, yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk about like a little stuff about the Zane's podcast and all the controversial stuff. Maybe like a 30-minute pod.
Yeah. Make it 30 minutes. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, this was December 21st. We interviewed Zane, who is a member of the channel Nick Naracina. Former cameraman for Nelk. Then he switched over. He kind of did his own thing, and now he's popping off. He's doing videos with Sexy Red and Elite Choppa. So we kind of got Zane's perspective on what he's doing and stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool. What did you think?
Dude, I don't know. Like when you hit me up, you're like, "Yo, we're gonna do Zane." I'm just like, bro, like he's in that YouTube space where Nick Naracina is right now as well.
Yeah.
And he's on the come up. So I'm only familiar with Nick Naracina because I know he was a firmer for Steve Will Do It.
Mm-hmm.
And the more I started seeing his YouTube channel, his personality got attached to me. Like, dude, he's just a good boy, right? He's like on the come up and has experience, wanted to do it, moved to LA, I think at 21, 22.
Yeah, something like that.
So I think that was pretty dope. But no, dude, hitting up Zane and doing that, drive like an hour away, even though my car was fucked.
Yo, yeah. So I didn't have my whip. So my family was at a Christmas party and stuff. So I was like, damn, Zane can do this pod, but I can't drive. So I was like, fuck, should we Uber? And then you were like, nah, I can whip, but my car's check engine light is on. So that was a problem to begin with. And then we just said, fuck it. And then you took the bold, you drove all the way out. We drove all the way out. No problem happened, surprisingly. Is your car still good?
Dude, car's still running, but dude, I'm to be honest, like car's like in that last string. Probably a couple more months left, and that car's probably done.
What year is it?
2010. I got it 2016 though.
Shit, hey,
it's been through a lot though. I'm gonna say
been through a lot. Hey, new car on the way though. Tesla, dream
bro.
car.
I'm trying to get a Tesla, bro. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, there we go. The fuzz went away.
Okay, good.
I had to do that.
Oh, you just press that?
Yeah, there we go. Got more personal now.
That's good. All right.
But no. Both the Zane podcast. So when we pulled up to him,
yeah.
For me, when you told me, yo, like let's do this, bro, dude was super humble. Like, dude, like Zane, shout out, man. We had a phone call like the other night about like the pod and stuff. Dude, super cool, dude.
Oh yeah.
Super whatever. And then it was funny because like when we were on the way there, he hit you up and he was just like, "Do you guys want anything to drink?"
Oh yeah. I mean, I've done many interviews. You've probably done many interviews.
Yeah.
I've never had someone I've interviewed offer anything.
Yeah.
Does that happen with you?
No, brother. Just like pull up.
It's crazy. They just like pull up. Let's get it done. He offered us something. That's crazy. I've never had that before.
He was just like, "What do you guys want?" And we're just like, energy drink.
Yeah, because we were tired as shit because it was like 10 a.m. or something. I don't know what time it was, but
it was somewhat. But anyways, we pulled up and stuff. I'm telling the story like if we're talking to you guys, but we pulled up. Nah, dude, he was such a boy. He was like cool, humble, whatever.
Cool, so, yeah.
And shout out his boy Kyle for letting us film there. So check that out too. It's gonna be in the InUr20 page, but it's gonna be me and George. We interviewed Zane. So go follow him too as well, which is actually super dope. But the podcast went smooth. I think it went smooth. 40 minutes, not that bad.
It was pretty smooth, yeah.
And I was talking about this too, like the other day with one of my boys. I'm just like, dude, it's so surreal what we do, because we actually interview people that we see on YouTube. Don't you get like that moment where you're just like, bro, I grew up watching him, or like, bro, we see him and he gets like millions of views, and we're actually interviewing these people.
It's crazy to actually talk to them in person, because the first time I saw him was on the internet, and for him, he probably hasn't really seen much of us. So it's just like, yeah, it's definitely surreal. I agree with that. Speaking of that, let's talk about, do you want to finish any finishing thoughts for the Zane pod?
Nah, I mean, dude, it was simple, relaxing.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
We did it on top of a bar.
We did.
Yeah.
He wasn't playing. We did actually do it on top of a bar.
On top of a bar, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Charlie's. Shout out to Charlie's. They seem chill as hell.
I forget, yeah.
It's a hometown bar, Grays Lake, Illinois. They seem mad cool. So
he was such a boy. Like I said, he was such a boy and stuff. But regardless of that, anything of that, if we could collab with Zane, if you're watching, if we can collab soon, whatever, or like do more videos when you come over here, Chicago. We'll go to LA and stuff, chop it up, and make some vlogs. My content right now, I'm pretty sure you too as well. We're getting more into like the vlog space. For 2024 and trying to pivot to different areas, which is how difficult that is too as well. But yeah, dude, that's my final thoughts. I don't know.
No, I think definitely 2024 LA. Hopefully you can run that wherever they're at. Because I know you mentioned something about LA, so hopefully we can get that locked in. That'd be sick as hell. But yeah, we'll just see where that goes. Shout out to Zane. Shout out to the whole team. I actually want to talk about something that happened 10 months ago, coming on 11, the Charlie on a Friday thing at ISU. We actually never talked about this.
Bro, yeah, we talked about it maybe like once or twice.
So I get this text from Charlie on a Friday's manager. Or no, so he was asking if Charlie, or if I could film, if anyone could film. So I swiped up. I said I can film. And then we were going back and forth. And then he agreed on doing an interview with Charlie. So we were like, say less, we can do an interview. So we pulled up 5 deep in your car, right? It was Harrison's car. It was Harrison's car, right? Obviously. And then we get there. It's a frat house. It's a frat party. So Charlie pulls up for like 10 minutes, performs. We film him performing, and then there's a bunch of like, somehow like all of his fans, I guess, are the college age, so they're all like swarming his tour bus and stuff. And so obviously he let us in the tour bus. We got our short interviews in. And I was talking to Max. Shout out to Max. He's a cool ass dude. I know we didn't get the interview at the time, but he was mad cool. Max. We're talking to Max. He's like, yeah, we're going to the bar after this, and then the hotel. And from my knowledge, I thought we were gonna do the Charlie interview at the hotel. Yeah, because that's what he said. And we would hopefully like get a room at that same hotel. It was kind of like, dude, the whole situation was sus even to begin with, because we pulled up there not knowing where we were gonna stay. So that was already like on us. So we were already like stupid for that. We get the Charlie interview. The tour bus leaves. And then at this point, we have no idea what to do because we have nowhere to go. Harrison has some boys out at ISU. So we're like, all right. So then we pull up to like some bar, chill time. That was actually fun. We got some interviews in the bar.
Who'd we pull up with? It was someone was your boy.
It was me, Axel, and Nathan. Shout out to Nathan.
Nathan, there we go, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah. And then we went to that bar. We got some interviews. That was just funny.
We got sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Nathan couldn't even get in, though.
So Nathan couldn't get in, and then I think we got him in. It was like a $20 cover.
I don't know what happened, but
Nathan was in.
I lost one of my IDs there. I lost my ID in California. But I remember we entered there, and then Axel got really sauced. Yeah. I got sauced afterwards. I don't remember if you did, but all I remember is that we were pissed because Charlie was supposed to lock in that or whatever. Yeah. We drove like 2 hours away, and we had to cancel stuff. I had to cancel work. Harrison had to cancel work.
Dude, it was insane.
Axel had to sacrifice stuff. All I know, it took 2.5 hours to get there. We got there. It was cold as balls. It was February. And as soon as we got there, we couldn't secure anything. We got good footage, though.
Good footage.
Shout out Axel. Axel actually managed. I don't know what he did, but Axel actually got into the crowd. It was just a bunch of, like, sorority girls, bro.
It was a frat party, frat basement. That's where he was performing. But.
Yeah. And we literally had to, like, go in there. So Axel actually went and entered, squeezed in, maneuvered his way of all these sweaty guys and drunk frat guys and also two, like, sweaty girls. Was literally right next to Charlie, filming him. But either way, once we did that, my knowledge was like, we're going to get this podcast.
That's what I thought too. But hey, no hard feelings. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Max. Y'all are killing it.
Dude's thriving. Shout out Charlie for real.
Yeah, but no, that was interesting. And then there's a whole other side of the story. So we...
Wait, not there yet. We did get an interview with Charlie. We did get in the fan bus.
Yeah.
So
the fan bus.
or like
the tour bus.
Or the tour bus, whatever. We got into the tour bus and I'm gonna pull up this as a reel. Like I did mine and then you did yours. I don't know if I'm gonna cut this part out if you don't want it in.
What?
But I remember you asked them about what's her name?
Sadie McKenna.
Sadie McKenna.
TikToker who apparently he was dating.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're probably not dating anymore, but I remember that. And he was like, yo, bro, like, cut this out.
Cut this out.
I don't know why he said that. But then after that kind of, like, turned the night down because I think he was, like, pressed that we were talking about that.
I mean, I don't think he was pressed at that. I just think that he didn't want to do anything. Based on my knowledge, like he just said it, like he was just like shocked, and I was just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But I think he was pressed. After that, we left because we're just like, okay, we're gonna do a pod right after. That's what Max said, right? Supposedly.
Well, Max texted me like, yeah, we'll do this with the full length podcast at our hotel after. So I was assuming like, yeah, they'll go to a bar and then we'll get him back at the hotel. But I don't know. It's so long. It was in February. It's almost a year ago. Whatever happened. But the point is, we were going on like, we were basically like high risk, high reward type of thing. That's what it was.
I mean, I was pressed. I had no contact with Charlie, so like there's like nothing correlated to him. Like he's thriving, whatever. So like what I have to say doesn't really matter. But to that point, I was just mad because we actually took 2 hours to get there. But hold on, guys. You guys are gonna be like, yo, like why were you pissed? We're gonna tell you right now.
We're gonna tell you right now why we were pissed.
We literally went there. And we said, okay, we're going to kill some time. Because the guy said, yo, like, we might be able to do the pod at the hotel, whatever. So we just had hope, right? We went to the liquor store, got some Happy Dads, shotgun, went to that bar, fast forward a little bit. Nothing. Hurston went to the fraternity or whatever, but he hasn't hit us up back.
Hasn't hit us back.
So throughout that night, we're just like, yo, is he not going to hit us up?
Like, what's the word? Like,
it was like 12 a.m. 1, and then we got the final message saying, like, hey, it was respectful. Like, keep this in mind, too. He said, hey, like, Charlie's tired. I think that's how it went.
And we're like...
We said, cool. So that night, we just said, we're drunk. It's 2 a.m. Everything closed. We're at a college bar. What do? Axel was already drunk. He was sleeping in the back. We picked up some girls. I think there was 5 cars.
Dude, Axel, let's talk about this. So, Axel was... I think this is the drunkest I've ever seen him, but...
I've seen him worse.
Oh, yeah, but... Dude, I'm not. It was funny as hell. Axel's a go, but he was drunk, and then we went to what bar did we go to?
I don't know what bar, but we went to a club. We went to a club that was open.
Oh yeah.
We went to that club, and when we went to that club, we talked to these 4. It was 4 girls or 5,
right?
And it was me, you, Axel, and Noah. Right? No.
Not Noah.
Bro, I get these people mixed up.
What do you mean, Nathan?
Nathan.
What do you mean?
So we went It was us. The girls came in the whip, and once the girls came into the car, I remember Axel just like pressing on, saying stuff.
Yeah. He was just like talking to them, and I think he was trying to like riz one of them up.
I don't know about Riz, but he was just saying dumb stuff.
And then like I think we dropped them off like 5 minutes later, and then like. I think Nathan like took a piss in front of their sign. I remember that actually. Nathan maybe can vouch for this. I remember he like took a piss in front of their house. That's why I remember.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was funny.
I just know that when you guys left, I was in the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Axel was just saying so much stuff to that girl, and the girl was just like, I don't know. She didn't want to leave the car, but also too like she was just like still instigating what Axel was saying. But anyways, they left. We went to another bar afterwards, like at the end. Axel didn't want to come out, so it was me, you, and Nathan that went to that bar.
Yeah.
And dude, and this is where I get confused because this is where no one knows. So my bad, Hurston too, as well to this day. Like, once it drove well. It
drove well.
When we went to the bar, like we went like maybe 15 minutes away where we were, and it drove perfectly well. And once we drove in there, and I said, "Yo, Axel, are you gonna get in?" No, okay. We went in there for 15 minutes. Cover was $20. We said, nah, right? It's not worth it.
Yeah, we're not. We came back out.
And this is the last thing I said. I said, I'm tired of driving. I drove the whole night. And you didn't do anything. The whip was working perfectly fine.
I didn't touch that. We switched spots.
We switched.
I didn't touch anything. I put the car in drive. And I put my foot on the gas pedal, and it was making a weird noise.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on? And then I drove it a little more, and then I took a right. Because that's the direction I think we were headed.
And it made a sound.
And then we pulled over, and then we switched spots. And then you got in the driver's seat, and you kept driving.
Yeah.
And then somehow we ended up in a ditch.
No. So we started experimenting it because, like, we're just like, it drove perfectly well when we got to the bar. You tried to turn it on, but it didn't want to drive. So then I said, yo, let me take over to drive it. It made it, like, every time I pressed the accelerator, it just went up. It just didn't want to run. It didn't, you know what I mean? It was going like 60 miles per hour, but it was actually going like 5.
Yeah.
So then I took a right because I'm just like, let me see what we can do. We can pull over.
Yeah.
So my dumb self kind of went to the right, and then it fell to like this not like a big ditch, but like a little ditch, just enough where the car can't move, right?
Right.
So keep in mind, like this car is like not totaled, but he can't move, and we can't push
Cannot
it.
move. Yeah.
We try to push it out, and we can't budge. We put it on neutral, and we did everything. Nothing wanted to work.
Basically, for the context so far, this car is stuck in a ditch and it can't drive, and we don't know why. We have no, and it's around 3 a.m. Let's just say.
I don't
2
know,
or
it was
3
late,
a.m.
bro.
2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I actually have a video. I was like, yo, it's 3 a.m. This car won't work. We're in the middle of nowhere in Illinois. Man. But yeah, so that all was because of the fact that we didn't know what we were doing with that interview. So that's kind of how it happened. But
hold on. It gets even worse.
There's more.
It gets even worse.
There's more.
So once we were trying to get it out, this random SUV, keep in mind, Herson and his friend came to pick us up. Shout out her. Came to pick us up. And I remember too, I called Herson. I'm just like, bro, your car doesn't turn on. Yeah. I'm like Herson, your car is done. And then Herson literally, his exact words on speaker, he said, bro, just YouTube it.
He said, bro, just look it up on YouTube.
Bro, I'm like, bro, your car actually does not want to move, and we're kind of stuck in a situation. He came in, and once he came in, he said, okay, we're going to tow truck this. We're going to worry about this in the morning, and we'll leave back to Chicago, right? 2 hours away, we're going to take the Amtrak. This random SUV in a Chevy, and I was with you when this happened. It was these two guys that came out, kept asking, hey, do you guys need help?
Yeah.
Or just like, our car's stuck, what can you do? And they were just like pressing us, saying like, hey, like you guys can come with us, we'll get like this tool so we can pull it out.
Just sus dudes in general.
Sus, bro. Like the first thing they said was literally like, I'm an ex-cop or something. And I remember getting strapped.
Yeah, so this dude, I don't know who he was. He was like, bro, like he's saying that he was a cop. We were like, all right, that's cool. No badge, no nothing. His only proof of being a cop is that he had a gun. And first of all, like, what type of proof is that? How do you?
Yep.
That's like.
No, bro. It was
like
bad.
What? Yeah.
It was bad, and I remember you and me saw that, and I went back. You went back, and we just went inside the shorty's crib. I mean, not the shorty's. We went inside the shorty's whip.
Yeah, we were inside the car while they were outside talking. And we were just like, bro, we were tired, dude. We didn't get any sleep. We were just like, fuck, this night went to shit.
We weren't even drunk at that point.
We were just like stone cold sober. Yeah. It reminds me of that one like Lil Baby line where he's like sobered up quick with my boy, something like that. I sound so white, but there's this one like Lil Baby bar where he's talking about he sobered up quick when like the cops came, and that was like us, bro. Once the cops came, we were stone cold sober. We threw some beers over the hill too. There's like a little hill above this ditch, right? We had some beers, so we threw them over. But
I actually forgot about that. But I just remember that when it was me and you, the shorty came up into shorty. I remember she said, "Hey, like if anything, just like drive off or like just." No. She told me put the car on drive.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yo.
Because the people were pressing her. So I think my theory, and let me know if you agree with this. These people, they just got out of the club. They're probably just trying to like get some short. I don't know what they're trying to do, but bottom line, it wasn't good, and they could have been like human traffickers.
Those boys were trying to human traffic. I'm gonna say straight up. Yo, that boys were trying to human traffic. I'm gonna say it right now. Those boys were trying to take us in somewhere we don't know. They kept asking like, "Yo, come in the way."
Because he had a gun too. He could have had the gun right there. Like, do what I say.
Yeah, like seriously, he literally came up to me and George in the whip, and he just said, "No." He literally just said like, "Oh, this is a gun. I'm an ex-cop. I'm strapped up." I forgot what else he said, but he just said, "No, y'all good. Y'all stay safe or whatever." I'm like, "No."
That could have been the end of For the Youth in the InUr20s, right then and
bro,
there.
Forget about that, bro. I don't know, bro. We should have been. It was weird because they kept saying half of you guys or some of you guys can come with us, and we'll get the tours at Home Depot, whatever. I'm just like,
whoa,
I'm like, brother. It's 4 a.m.
Come on, bro.
Nothing's open right now,
dude. It's one of those moments where like. You know how you're gonna get out of something no matter how bad it is, but you just don't know how you're gonna get out of it.
100%.
It was one of those.
I mean, all I know is that we stayed there, called the tow truck, they sent a cop. Super dope, bro. It's 4 a.m.
Yeah, 4 a.m.
Yeah, shout out that cop.
And then shout out to Harrison's friend. We stayed in her crib.
We ate her cereal and Gatorade.
Yeah, got it done. Woke up at 6 a.m. Catch the Amtrak back to Illinois. It
was bad.
That shit was like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I sat next to someone who probably like smelled like shit.
Yeah, bro.
We got it done, and we're in Chicago.
I'll never be back in Amtrak. I smell like pissed.
Man,
it's bad.
We got back at like what 10, 11.
No, but we got back afternoon.
Oh yeah, it was like.
I think we left at 9, bro. You were supposed to leave before me.
Yeah, I remember that.
but it never booked. And then we just all left like we left like pretty late, bro.
Man,
Hungover, no sleep.
Yeah. This is a moral of the story, the whole situation. Don't do something unless it's confirmed, because that's what will happen.
So yeah, moral of the story. It's long story short, we drove 2 hours away. We had to cancel stuff just to be there. It was cold. Nothing was confirmed. We got one little interview. Car got wrecked. We got drunk, wasted money, missed the Amtrak a couple times. We're hungover into the city, had no way to get back, so we had to take the train. So I remember I got home, all that, at 3.
Yeah, me too.
I got like 3 or 2, bro. And I was tired with 2 hours of sleep.
Man.
With no footage. So I wasted like the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I think now that we said it, we're never going to say it again.
We're never going to say it again. But Charlie, if you're watching this, man, like, let's try to redo this for the youth and in your 20s. If you're about it, let's go do this podcast, you and us. And we'll go to you, too, as well. We got the gear. We got everything. We'll get the tickets, so it's up to you. Hopefully you remember me and George, but we did an interview with you guys. And we can definitely do that, too. But anyways, let's pivot out. To... I know there was something else that we were going to say.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about controversies, like some controversies that are going on. So, you want to save it for a different podcast?
We could save
what
it
your future plans are.
I mean, dude, we're trying to. I mean, dude, like I'm gonna say it in the pod too as well. In 2024, I'm gonna keep some stuff to myself, but 2024 is gonna be the year.
Hell yeah.
I feel like I'm already at that point where I'm just like, dude, I already proved myself. I already proved my hard work ethic. I already got the content I needed. I got some banger interviews with the famous people. And dude, this is the year where I'm gonna take over, bro. Like nothing's gonna stop. Like I already have the connections. I already built the relationships. I already have people here and here, there. And I just feel like all it takes is that right moment. You can have everything. It's like I heard this. I heard this quote. It's like, people, like, God can give you all the ingredients to make that cake. Yeah. And people choose not to do it.
That's true.
And they're just lazy, bro.
That's very true.
So I'm just like, you can give a fat person the gym, but if they don't want to use it correctly, they'll never get that body.
They won't get skinny. Yeah, exactly.
And
definitely.
Bro, I always shout you out too as well when I meet these people, you and Merc. Because I'm like, dude, when I started with 0 subscribers, 0 followers, anything, you came on the pod, you had 11K at that time. And you helped me. We did interviews. Like, you didn't do interviews, but I wanted to do interviews with the pod.
I remember that, yeah.
And that's how we helped out. I remember we did like 10 interviews back to back, multiple occasions, bro, not once.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time.
So to, like, I shout out you and Merc, too. He had, like, over 200K. And he hopped on when we had, like, 300 followers. So shout out to that, too, as well. But, nah, dude, I mean, it's been a crazy year. A lot of people have gone and left. And, dude, I have no plans. And, like, I say this with full confidence, like, I'm going to take over.
2024 is the year, definitely.
Yeah.
10 toes down.
Yep. There's nothing that's going to stop me. There's really nothing.
Hell yeah. I think everyone says 2024 is their year, but it's like all about how you work and like you have to prove yourself, you know. And I think your work and, you know, my work too will speak for itself.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like, oh, people watching this are like, oh yeah, right, 2024 is their year. But then they'll come back to this January 2025 and be like, oh shit, they really talked that into existence. It's all about just putting in the work.
Yeah. It's
not even talking.
It's not even talking, bro. Like I said, there's a lot of creators that wanted to start, a lot of creators, and I'm just like, I'm no one to tell them, right? I need to put 5 years for me to have some judgment, but dude, like, just like you, like, dude, I'm a manager of InUr20s. I'm a full-time student.
Hell yeah.
And I taught myself how to edit and do this podcast stuff.
Under a year too, right?
And I was in a relationship too. So... Yeah. And and not content's there, because you can see the day I would post 2 videos a day. So, dude, I can't stop.
I can relate to you on like balancing multiple things, bro. It's like it's tough, but I think if you have you probably have good time management too. That's 100%. Having good time management, staying organized.
You gotta be organized.
Notes app. Shout out to Notes app. There's also this cool I forget what it's called, but it's like calendar, but it's like you can put what you're doing throughout the day, like on the calendar. It's not the calendar app. It's called something else. I don't know. But I forget the name of it. That's cool too. Just staying organized and having, you know, waking up every day and like being a better person too.
100%.
Like waking up and being like, I'm gonna get this done today, or I'm gonna do this. Like every day is like a new challenge.
Yeah.
In a sense.
And it's for people too as well. Like if anyone that wants to try stuff, dude, I'm a psych major, so I'm a big motivator. And I always tell everyone that I meet, like, my past, like, dude, I wasn't a horrible person, but I had horrible habits. And I was chubby too as well. Like, dude, anything's like if you put your mind to it, anything can be possible.
Yeah.
And regardless if people make fun of you or trying something new, dude, you do it and you shut them up, and it feels the best feeling in the world.
Proving people wrong definitely feels the best.
Best, bro.
The best shit ever. Proving people wrong, bro.
It's
crazy.
It's one of the best feelings. No, but yeah, like you said, like 2024, bro. It's dude, vibes are right, bro.
The vibes are right.
Vibes are right.
Going good, man. 5th day of 2024. Feeling great.
Yeah, bro.
To see how it goes. And
but bigger collabs too. I'm pretty sure so too for the youth. It's gonna be really big for you too. What you're doing now, I actually like it. I'm looking at your content. You're reposting other streams, which actually fits to your content.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing that, and it's actually getting traction, which is actually good. I remember you got 300,000 views.
I just want to talk about that real quick. So, the premise of For the Youth is obviously the interviews, the podcast as well, and also the creators, the artists, the community, like the youth. But I also want to touch on like the specific stream. So like I do like I repost some like stream highlights of like Neon and Jack Doherty and other like those toxic type of streamers. I mean, obviously like people are viewing that. It's like half for the views and half because like that's what that's what we're consuming. So like I might as well embrace it. If I hate on it, it's not gonna do well. And I should have a few videos where I just sit down and like narrate everything. I think those will be interesting. I think my audience will like those. But I'm at like 18K right now, 17K. So hopefully by, I don't know, let's just say May 2024, I can have 100K. Let's see, road to 100K.
Do it,
see
bro.
If we can do it.
No, yeah, do it, bro. That's the mindset, bro.
Road to 100K.
Road to 100K, bro.
And what is your like opinion on all these like the new kick streamers, like the new age of live streamers? What do you have to say about that?
Dude, honestly, I give props to them. I personally at this moment can't pivot to that place.
Yeah.
Because you have to be on live 24/7 or whatever certain amount of hours, right?
Yeah, definitely.
You have to have, first of all, you have to have personality.
Yeah.
Second, you have to be comfortable on the camera, and you have to be authentic at all times. So doing that, props to them. You make good money, but dude, like doing that, I think it takes like a mental toll. But it's a dope thing,
dude. And also like being on camera for that long and not saying something fucked up is probably hard for some people. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously Neon does, but like for other folks, like I don't know how they don't like mess up.
But dude, that's the thing though. I feel like most of it, maybe some of it's enhanced.
Yeah.
But I feel like most of it, that's their personalities, just don't care.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what transitions to people to most. People to filter themselves so much to the point where you meet them in person, it's not the same.
I think people value authenticity more and more. Yeah. I think it's going to get to a point where like people that fake their personalities like will just not be respected or put up on the same pedestal as the people who are like the authentic version of themselves. Like all these YouTubers like Loaf, Balin Levine, I can think off the top of my head, they're all like, you know, they're vlog style YouTubers, but they also like are very authentic and they kind of show them their true selves. So I think that's very valuable. I think people will connect with those people more than the people who are just like faking themselves on the internet.
100%. Which is why too with the platform when I'm doing psych, this is mainly a podcast, but I do interviews, but I try to switch it up. It could be at a club. It could be at like one of the most best suburbs. It could be in the ghetto. It can be anything in a Mexican place. Spanish too, I've done it. I try to do this areas, but also to my work ethic backs it up to the point where it's just like someone's going to notice it.
Yeah.
And shout out Hanny.
Uncle Hanny,
dude, for real. He's like a Dana White. But then shout out Gold Coast Cafe, Gold Coast Market. Literally like, you do like the opportunities come and you connect with the right people. You really, if you hang out with the right people, bro, that mindset's different, bro. You literally just like change.
You are who you surround yourself with.
Yeah, bro. And I think I struggle with that. I remember in one of the podcasts we did, I think it was last year, I told you, just like, you asked me to like, you're like friend wise, and I'm just like, yeah, like it sucks personally for me. I grew up with all this. I had a lot of friends growing up and stuff, but it's just like you split up at the age of 21. Once you're 21, everything changes. Personally, I'm 23.
Yeah, I think for me, it's like probably when you go to college, bro.
Yeah.
Like 18.
because
19?
everyone has a different mindset, and no one's gonna think like you or have the same vision. And I try to be most as authentic. I'm an energetic guy regardless, and I try to say it. But if it comes down to be professional, I'll be professional, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be straight up. But dude, like it's once I started hanging out with like Hanny and his crowd and his people, dude, literally it's just like they talk the same language as you. They want it like you, and they're actually working.
Yeah, they're actually doing that shit.
That family's life and working.
Man, you I don't know how much you want to say on this podcast, but you told me some crazy stories about those experiences with Haney. I don't know if you want to.
Which ones?
The one where you like met like a multi-billionaire from Dubai.
Dude, all right, shout out Hanny. So shout out A1A event. So yeah, we literally got there 10 minutes in, and dude, I looked at her. Me and Hurston were talking because we were talking to Party Marty. Shout out Party Marty.
Yeah.
And dude, I swear to God, bro, I felt like the ground shake. We looked over and Hanny was just greeting everyone, bro. He's very optimistic, very friendly. But we saw 2 security guards, bro. Like, bro, they were like 6'8", 6'9", like
6'8"?
maybe 250. I'm not making this up, bro. Literally, Hurston and Tino were there. And dude, this guy with shades, taller than me, bigger than me. They didn't say hello, but he stood there. I think he just nodded his head. He had shades on, and then me and Hanny chopped it up, and he just said, yo, like, this is my multi-billionaire friend.
Damn.
And to my knowledge, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to say false things, but I think I remember he owns multiple hospitals. I'm sure he has more investments.
Oh, yeah.
But, dude, just being in the present, dude, there's only how many billionaires in the world? Like less than 100? No, more, right?
Probably more, but it's still a rare sight, yeah.
Less, bro. Yeah. So just having one in your presence.
That's insane. Mind blown. It's like, that's key. That's killer. And
it's, dude, that I don't know, bro. I don't know how.
Yeah.
For me, maybe like other people that when they see that they're just like whatever. But to me, I'm just like, bro, that's
inspiration.
I don't even know if inspiration, bro. That's just like, bro, to be in the same room as someone that actually worked to get there. I feel like being a billionaire, it's like you need more than work ethic. It's luck on your side too, bro.
It's a lot of luck, bro.
It's a luck, bro.
Honestly.
A Billy.
With the B. Dude, I also want to talk about what I'm doing. I'm trying to create content about Chicago because I'm born and raised in Chicago, and I think Chicago, it's a great community, but it's missing like obviously Barstool Chicago covers like the sports side of it, but I want to cover like the culture. I want to cover like artists. I want to cover creators. I want to cover the next big restaurants like Gold Coast. I want to do all that. I think no one's doing it like with what I'm going to do and what I'm doing with ForTheYouth Chicago. And I'm just going to keep pushing. I got a few more people on the team with me that are going to really help me build this. I know we're kind of doing collab posts on ForTheYouth Chicago a little bit.
Chicago, yeah.
Make sure it's set in stone and know what's right for you.
Yeah, bro. But no, that's smart though. That's a smart approach you're doing.
See where that goes, dude. Also, I know you talked about this last time, but you talked about like opening. You want to open a bar? What was it?
A nightclub.
A nightclub. Yeah. You talk about that?
I actually talked about it today with one of my friends. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked about it to her this morning. I just said I want to own a nightclub once I retire, like maybe 40 or 50. That's the goal. I want to open a nightclub because I feel like everyone talks about Miami. I love Miami. Everyone talks about LA, New York, all this. I've been partying since I was 14. I don't know if you know, but shout out everyone that always used to come to my parties back in the day in high school.
Damn.
I used to throw down like every weekend, and I was a wild kid. So, dude, I just know what people like.
I feel that.
I feel like psychology fits me perfectly. I know what people like to party.
Yeah.
So I go to Tao, I go to Bounce, I go to these clubs, and I'm just like, it's fun, but like I feel like there's something else that people are missing.
What do you think is missing?
There's a lot of stuff that's missing, more like maybe culture too as well, and I just feel like just a setup, and I feel like there's certain things that we can install to attract more people, but like I said, right now these next 20 years is to build the connections, and more of the relationships I build is what's going to attract the people to come to Chicago. Chicago's a beautiful city, bro.
Yeah, Chicago's amazing.
Chicago's one of the best.
People sleep on Chicago. People think Chicago is just a bunch of people like shooting each other. Like, nah, there's more to Chicago than like O Block and whatever, like pizza, bro. Like, Chicago's beautiful, man. We got a lot of shit. I think Lyrical Lemonade also is doing a great job with embracing Chicago.
Oh, yeah. Cole Bennett,
Yeah, I think I definitely want to be in that place of like embracing Chicago. And, you too, bro. Like, we're just gonna be like the Chicago mascots in a sense.
Bro, well, that's the thing. Like, things change. You have to pivot. Regardless, I just want to start doing business too as well, right?
Yeah.
Content. I love content, and I love doing the podcast is forever.
Podcast forever.
Podcast is forever.
Dude, the longevity of podcasts is amazing. When we're like 60, we could hop on and do the same talk, bro. Like, but with vlogs, I don't know what vlogs you can do at age 60. You know what I'm talking about?
That's true. Everything comes to an end.
Yeah.
But
dude, podcasts are forever though. I could see myself doing a podcast when I'm like 60. You know.
But the approach is the connections.
Oh yeah.
The relationships, bro.
Let's dive into a little bit more of the goals, and we'll kind of wrap it up if that's cool. Like 5 more minutes. They're like going back to Chicago. I definitely want to open like sometime in the future, like a store, like a shop almost. I don't know if hopefully this is possible. Just like a shop, maybe like not on Michigan, State Street, you know, one of those streets, and you know, sell clothing, sell whatever else, like do interviews, do podcasts at the shop. I feel like, you know, having one central location where you do something is so key. And I know we were talking about like renting out a place to like do podcasts, but dude, having one location for every pod is so key, because then you could just run them whenever. You know, there's no worry on setup, no worry on like
having that studio.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's a goal for sure. So I hope that will be achieved in the next few years.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, yes. Shout out Sad Boy Radio. They hit me up. He was just like, a couple of days, he was like, what do you film off of? And I said, we do a Go Coast Deli if we need to, whenever we want. Shout out Henny again. But we're actually like a mobile podcast. So like we never really had an issue.
Yeah.
People just like be like, yo, slide over here or slide to this place. And people are so cool. It's so dope. So yeah, dude. I mean, like, honestly, having a spot will be super dope. But also too, I feel like, I don't know if you feel the same way or been to the same experience, but when you go to these guests' house, you get a piece of them, but also it's so dope because you're going to a new location and you're unaware of it.
Dude, it makes it so cool too, because you just pull up, you have no idea where you're gonna get into.
Bro, you don't know.
Not at all. Nothing.
Like, probably more than half my content when I do a podcast is never at our location. Maybe like 5 or 6 out of the 33 pod episodes I had.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but also another goal is to probably top the amount of pods I did this past year.
How many did you do this year?
So when I first started the pod, I only put out 4 from that 7 months. From the start of 2023 to now, I put out 27.
Okay. Sick.
27 pods. That's more than 30 minutes. And then I think I put out more than 200 reels.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's sick. So you're going to top the reels and the pods, or just the pods?
Well, this is how I'm going to approach it. Maybe I'm not going to do the amount of numbers, just the quality and the questions.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quality over quantity in the game.
I don't think my approach, I need quantity anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's quality for sure now.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I mean, your goals too. I mean, what are the approaches, your goals for the youth?
For the youth, just to build out more of a community, build out the team more. In terms of like employees, the people that are reporting to me.
Right.
I also want to, For the Youth Chicago is going to be a key role. For the Youth, my goal on For the Youth, obviously I talked about the YouTube 100K. Instagram, I don't want to put a number out there, but I just want to grow the community. I want to solidify it even more. Obviously, I do podcasts on my own too.
Right.
Keep doing those. Just have more people on the back end so I can just focus more on my own personal brand.
Right.
I just want to solidify it more and more. It's a slow rise. And I know you've noticed this too. Like,
but how long have you been doing it again? Content?
I started content, man, forever. But I started For the Youth 2022 March.
Oh, shoot. What did we do? 2 years?
Coming up on 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, bro. But I'm telling you, like, when the key year, I think, was 2023. 2022 was building up what this is going to be. And then 2023 is having the foundation. And I think 2024 is go. So it's all a process. Like, you just slowly build it up. And then when it's your time to take off, it's your time. And only God knows, you know? You don't know when your time is, so.
You're a big God believer, like a religion?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you as well?
I pray every day.
Yeah,
I pray every day.
That's the key, man. Got the Bible app and shit. Yeah,
I don't know about the Bible, but I'm really religious, and I feel like if I don't have it now, it's God doesn't want me to have it.
Real.
You know,
that's true.
And it all depends on your you choose your destiny, but dude, having that religion on your side, that faith.
Get me on fucking canceled culture, Twitter. I don't care.
In your 20s for the youth. All right, guys.